Quote, the asphalt literally had potholes in it. It's ridiculous. That's President Trump standing on the North Portico pointing at potholes at the White House. The place every president before him drove over every single day and never once looked down. And that's the part that even got me. 1792, that was the year. That's the year the stone on the front of that building was cut. And President Trump said it's never been touched before, other than some paint slopped on it. Paint. Slopped. Over broken stone on a national monument. And the same press corps that follows this man into a bathroom stood in front of that facade for 40 years and never looked up. Now stay with me because I'm going to roll you his line about noticing the damage 15 years ago as a private citizen and what he says the columns looked like. Because we're talking about paint slopped over a broken 1792 stone is what happens when nobody plans past the next news cycle. And folks, that same habit will cost you money this fall. We have midterm elections coming up with control of Congress on the line, and markets hate uncertainty. Uncertainty breeds volatility, and this could be the most volatile stretch for stock market and our economy that we've seen in years. But here's the good news. Noble Gold Investments has spent over a decade helping everyday Americans protect your wealth with precious metals, physical gold and silver you actually own, to hedge the volatility. It's simple, and it's easy, and it's safe. Go to nextnewsgold.com. or call Noble Gold at 877-646-5347. That's the number on your screen. For America's 250th, if you mention my name, you'll get a free 10-ounce silver bar when you open a new qualified account. Don't let Election Day arrive without a plan. Now let's get back to those columns. Yes, the columns. President Trump says they had literally chunks of stone out of them, missing. Chunks out of the columns holding up the people's house. Now he says they're in flawless condition. And you can see it on camera. I'm going to pull it all up for you right now. Here it is. President Trump puts his real estate eye on the White House grounds as renovations continued, saying the property wasn't being properly taken care of.
So we put a brand new base on the front of the White House on the ground. The cars will pull up, and this is what you'd have, as opposed to the asphalt, which was literally, they had potholes in it. It's ridiculous the way this place was taken care of. Nobody, including other presidents, they didn't see it. But I see it because I was very good at real estate, like maybe the best in a lot of ways. And I love construction. I love seeing things properly taken care of.
President Trump walking the grounds going, yeah, we got to fix this, we got to fix this. So Fox News streaming the whole walkthrough live, and President Trump takes him straight to the helipad. But let's go to the beginning of the tour. He starts with the facade and says no one touched it in 200 years except to slop some paint on it.
Before we go in, you might take a look at the facade of the White House. The facade was in very bad shape. It had never been touched before other than some paint slopped on it. And we took it down to the basic. We took it down to the base. And again, we're talking about 1792. Much of this is up from 17.
Wow, 1792, stripping it all down and getting it cleaned up. He wasn't guessing. He says he clocked that broken stone 15 years ago. Big chips out of the face of the building.
And if you take a look at the stone, look how perfect the stone is. If you would have looked at it, if you noticed, some people noticed, I noticed it every time I walked in. I noticed it 15 years ago when I came to the White House. I said, boy, the face of the building is in very, very bad shape. Big chips out of it. Broken stone. It was in very bad shape, and you can see
the columns are worse, chunks of stone missing. Now he says they're flawless.
See it now. That's just a temporary cover for shade for the workers because it's so hot. But the canopy will go back on. So you look at the stone, look at the columns, how perfect they are. They were so bad that when you looked up, you'd say, boy, those things are in bad shape. They had literally chunks of stone out of them missing. And now they're really in flawless condition. So it's very good. Very proud to do it. Enjoy it, and very proud to do it. Again, you have the facade, and this goes down here. The facade of the building connects in here, and the helipad, I think you'll be very excited to see. It's really something very...
So President Trump laying it all out there for the press today. They followed him like a puppy dog. So, he said, I noticed it 15 years ago when I came to the White House. I said, boy, the face of the building is in very bad shape. A private citizen from Queens spotted the broken stone that Barack Obama and Joe Biden walked past every morning for 12 years combined. He noticed, they never did. And that's the entire covered in class in one sentence. So ask every agency in that town the same question President Trump just answered with a trowel. What else have you let rot while you collected the check? They fenced off the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool instead of fixing the cracks. They slopped paint over 1792 stone instead of repairing it. That's the deal. Take the credit, let it crumble, hand it to the next guy. Now the facade is down to the base and rebuilt, and the drive is repaved, and the helipad is going in, and the man said it plain. He's very proud of it. So share this one and tell me below what's falling apart in your town that somebody was supposed to be maintaining, because a builder notices things. And the rest of Washington is counting on you not noticing what they're hiding. See, President Trump, he took the canopy off and let the cameras inspect the stone. And that is the kind of access that we live for. And it's the kind of access why you want to text White House to 844-840-4963 tonight. Next News Network is credentialed inside that building. And what our people pull from the halls hits your phone nightly, including the material we hold back from the upload, delivered whether YouTube feels like showing you this or not. And of course, plenty of you don't want to just read it. You want an assignment. You want to act. Well, text Signal to that same number, enlist in the Next News Signal Corps, and start ranking up on real missions. So get in tonight.